This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, Whole Family Nutrition.
One more thing that we haven't covered ever that I think is worth mentioning. I said briefly that vitamin D3 and K2 is essential as a prenatal support. I want to just go ahead and tell the truth about prenatal vitamins. 99% of the prenatal vitamins out there are bunk. And if you got it prescribed by your OBGYN, it is toxic and won't have anywhere near the nutrition that you really require. So that is just a very bad deal. So there are supplement companies that manufacture for the pharmaceutical industry, such as these prescription-only prenatal vitamins. As an example, only one of many. And they use the cheapest ingredients. They use toxic fillers. They use toxic dyes and colors.
I can't help.
For a pregnant woman, right? Can you even imagine? So you're way better off putting together your prenatal yourself. You can look up any supplement company's prenatal vitamin and make a decision right then and there. Do I want to buy that product? The good news about the last 20 years is there's been some great prenatal vitamins that are out on the market, but they're not prescription, you see. So that old mindset of if my doctor prescribed it, it must be the best.
Yes.
Throw that out the window. That one died probably in the 70s. Yeah,
You're
it's not
right.
the best.
That
it's
is
terrible.
still a hook. If we can
hook.
get it on the shelves without a prescription, sometimes we think it's lesser of a medication.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
One more fascinating thing that it's related to vitamin D3 as a topic, so I'm going to pull it in here, is that many times I'll have a client come in and they, maybe they're new as an example, and we're doing the intake and they say, oh, and I was vitamin D3 deficient last year. When I did my physical, my doctor actually did my blood test and called me up and said, you're vitamin D3 deficient. So I went to the pharmacy and picked up my script and I said, okay, good. And how did that go? And they said, oh, it went fine. It was 25,000 IU pills. Okay, normal dose is 5 to 10,000. That's a normal dose in clinical nutrition. These were 25,000 IU pills, and you take one a week for 4 weeks. So I'm wondering out loud, why would a product want to force that much vitamin D3 through a liver at once? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So again, if you go to your doctor and you get you should ask for your vitamin D3 levels to be checked. You should always do that once a year. And if you are low, they're going to prescribe that. Don't go pick it up. Just don't. Just thank them and go to a really good nutritional supplement company and get your vitamin D3 and K2 and take your 10,000 IUs every day. Lastly, but also importantly, the lab is the one who sets the standards for all your blood tests. So no matter what you're running a test on, your normal range was actually set up by the lab itself. And how they do that is they look at all the scores coming in and they take out the top 10 numbers and they knock out the bottom 10 numbers and they start averaging. And right there is your normal range. Well, what we found out about vitamin D3, looking at international clinical nutritional peer-reviewed science, is that where you get the real disease reversing, say things like Parkinson's, cancers, diabetes, these kind of uncontrollable and unmanaged situations, the blood tests were coming in at 60 to 80,000 IUs. So you had to keep taking it and building up because you don't want to force a lot through the liver all at once. You want to just do a little bit of. But when they got them up to 60,000 IUs, and that's when the diseases started to back away. That's when they started to see remissions.
Wow.
So I want to say that very clearly out loud. In clinical nutrition, remissions are normal. It's expected from the protocol. It's expected. That's what we expect because there's been protocols like this before. So we know it's just not in the public knowledge yet. It's not in the AMA's mouths yet, but we know through global science that many diseases can be reversed with higher and higher levels of vitamin D3.
Wow.
I know, right? I just don't recommend the 25,000 shotgun once a week. That's just kind of rude to the liver. Better to do 10,000 a day and just keep building it up over time.
Thank you for joining us for the Healthy and Family Show. Visit our website at healthyandfamily.com. That's healthyandfamily.com to see what all the other doctors, experts, and real moms have to say about keeping your whole family healthy. This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, Whole Family Nutrition, and aired on the Goldstone Network. People, Planet, Future.